Hello and welcome. My name is Todd, and you're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast. I am the DM for a little game that we play here that is a homebrew version of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Here's some of the players.
I'm that boy. It's me, Darren. I play Celtra. That boy, the Drow Artificer.
Hey, what up, you homies at home? As it's Steven! I'm playing Karist, a wizard.
Yo, what's up? It's Brittany playing Laurel, the half-elf paladin werewolf.
This intro has been incredibly awkward. Hello, my name is Becca, and I'm playing Mavari, the tiefling sorcerer.
Yo, what up, everybody? My name is Miranda. We're about to get lit with Naskita, the tiefling rogue warlock.
You said a
I
lot of
knew
words
she
I
was
don't
going to
like.
bring it back.
You said a lot of words I don't like.
Yo. On this version of Dungeon Speak podcast, we're going to be playing in the Delphi.
It's called Diggity Dungeons and all that.
So, whoop, there it is. So the other day, we were in Walmart, and they were talking about vintage. We were walking by the movies, and it had like a little vintage section, and it had Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and my girlfriend's a little younger than me, and she was like, "Hey, I've heard about this." I was like, "You've never seen it? It's fucking great." She was like, "No, that's old." I was like, "You know, it's not old. It ages well." So then we went home. Turns out it didn't age well. There's no such thing as CGI in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Or the one they made after it, that brooding guy. What's his name?
Angel.
Angel.
Thank you. Miranda's always there for it.
I also answered the question.
Did you? I'm sorry. I just assumed that the
I
female
used to
liked
watch
Angel
both
more.
of them. I was also 7, but I watched both of them.
I never understood the attraction. All the women were like, "Oh my god, Angel," and I was
They
like,
like Spike more. I don't understand. Like,
"Dude, he was cool. I thought he was great." Anyway, so we started watching Friends. I don't know if any of y'all have watched that yet. Fuck you, Darren. I think it's a great show. I love it. But we are currently going back through 90s television shows that I love and some she's heard of. So are there any that you guys like or watch?
there's a lot that I used to watch because I was born at the turn of the 90s and grew up throughout it. Like Xena, Warrior Princess, and
Yes.
Hercules, The Legendary Journeys.
Yeah. That's one of the things I miss is that dude played Hercules. Because he was supposed to be supernatural. They had shitty graphics, but they made it work. It was a fun show to watch. But now you got all these guys like jacked up on shit that's gonna fuck them up later in their lives so that they can play something that's fake. Like, stop this. It's okay.
You got juiced up so you could get CGI muscles? Why?
Like, play pretend. Enjoy it. It's fun.
Yeah, no.
Like, Miranda, she plays a half demon assassin. I don't think she plans to go out there, start worshiping a demon, and start running around killing people. I could be wrong.
You don't know what I do after work.
That's fair. She's like, all these people want to be superheroes. I got this.
Don't mind me. It's fine. Don't whatever you do not look what I have hidden things. Just
A
don't
superhero
don't look.
is nothing without a supervillain. I understand.
There you go.
Thank you
exactly.
for making the world balanced.
Perfect.
And
Perfectly
also for not living
balanced.
in my city.
As all things should be.
So, are there no 90s TV shows that y'all like and would still watch?
That I would still watch? There's a
Maybe.
lot. Well, a lot of them are cartoons because I love
Yeah, a lot of them are cartoon. Animaniacs was probably that one holds up so well. It's always funny. I never not laugh at the original Animaniacs.
That was
That's
like
what I was
the
too.
kid one, right? Like Looney
What?
Tunes, but like where they're younger.
No.
That was Tiny Toon
No.
Adventures.
Yeah, that was Tiny Toon Adventures. Written by the same
Animaniacs.
people.
Yeah, Animaniacs was Yakko, Wacko, and Dot.
Oh,
And then they had
Yeah.
Pinky and the Brain.
Also good.
Yes, also good. Like the Men in Black cartoon was really good.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That's a good one.
The Batman and Superman and the X-Men and Spider-Man shows were really good.
Steven, Becca, anything to Add.
Early seasons of SpongeBob are the first things that come to mind.
That barely counts, but okay.
I was born in '96. What do you want me to say?
That's fair. SpongeBob came out in 1999.
It's in the 90s.
I know, that's why I said it barely counts.
Really? What about Saved by the Bell?
I thought that came out in the 80s.
I hope not.
I think it came out like 1988.
Hold on, I don't think so. Oh, please don't make me that old.
About to find out. You know what? I didn't
89.
watch it.
Yeah, I used to watch Saved by the Bell too, yeah, but
You know what? I'm rounding that one up.
okay, fine. Then
that's
we'll
90s.
count it. What's it called? Saved by the Bell, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Family
Oh.
Matters.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you can't beat. That shit's fucking great.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's awesome. It's hilarious.
That was one of the first shows that I had like, this is gonna sound weird, but emotions, because he played it so good and they did so good with like, you know, they did comedy really good, but they also did really good drama.
Yeah, no, it did
was
it very well. And the
weird.
fact that it was a comedy primarily made the parts where it got emotional actually hit harder. Because we're supposed to be funny. Stop not being funny.
There's a good comedian that says the best kind of comedy is usually preceded directly by a tragedy.
Oh. So one of the things that I will always remember is the first time I was like, what are these strings in my chest that are tugging? Is when Will Smith is talking to his uncle, what's his face? And he's
the
talking about
dad
his-
talk.
Yeah, his dad talk, and then he gets mad, and then he starts crying, and you know his uncle just gives him a hug, and they hug it out, and I was like, what is this emotional?
And that's the end of the motherfucking episode. No joke.
It was so good.
Yeah.
It was like the best thing, and I was like, Dad, I don't understand. He's like, it's okay, son. It's called emotions. Ignore them.
Because it's just emotions. Other words to that song. Anyway,
And if I remember correctly, that hug was unscripted.
yeah, that whole part, I
Really?
believe.
Yeah, that whole part
Yeah.
was unscripted. Yeah.
Was okay.
That's amazing. Will Smith is a fucking legend.
There's a weird internet rumor where that dad talk was like complete. It was supposed to be like he just casually accepts it, and then he kind of just went off because of his own personal history with his dad. And Will eventually came out and said, "I have a great relationship with my dad. I have no idea where this came from."
Really?
Interesting. Anybody like puppets? Because Dinosaur.
Yeah, Dinosaur.
Oh, that was a
Yeah,
weird show.
It was a weird show, but cause my sister, she liked to watch like really old stuff when like TiVo and streaming became a thing. She watched a bunch of really old stuff, and so she watched like the Golden Girls, which obviously was not in the 90s. But then she said, hey, like, you know, try Dinosaurs, and I was just like, okay. So I sat down on Netflix. I said, oh wow, this is actually really interesting in its own weird way. That's a good one.
It used
I
to
like
come on
Dinosaur.
TGIF, which was the Friday night block of programming with Boy Meets
Yes.
World, Family Matters, Dinosaur.
Boy Meets World. There you go.
Yeah, I used to watch that too.
That was a good show.
Yeah, I liked Boy Meets World. It came on. And Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yep.
I love
Yeah.
that show, mostly for Salem, because Salem is great.
Wasn't it the Sabrina Teenage Witch, that actress was in that Batman movie?
No. What's it called? That was Melissa Joan Hart, who was Sabrina.
Yeah. You know, bat nipples.
Yeah.
So bad things from the 90s. Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Terrible. Miranda,
Yes.
do you have any good memories from the 90s?
Vaguely. I remember
TV shows, movies?
like my mom watched a lot of like Xena and Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Star Trek even too. But I do remember sitting in the living room watching Sailor Moon, Pokemon. Those were like my go-tos as a kid. Gargoyles.
Gargoyles.
Yeah.
Gargoyles.
I
Yes.
used to
This is a
watch.
good one.
I used to watch Sailor Moon a lot.
I own Gargoyles on a DVD. It's actually, I love that shit.
I think my brother owns the box set. I do not, but I did watch. We had My younger sister binged it on Disney Plus because she was born well after that show was canceled.
Yeah.
I don't know why they canceled it. Fuck it.
Gargoyles was canceled because the O.J. Simpson trial was airing around the same time, and because it was going on for so long, Gargoyles ratings and views just dropped uncontrollably. But the studio didn't really care, but they couldn't justify putting more expenses towards it.
What's it called? Yes, because animation's expensive. So if studios can come up with any reason to cut an expensive production, they will. So, this other thing is happening at the same time that makes people want to watch that instead of this cartoon. Yeah, we're gonna. And at the time, most families only had one television, so the kids aren't watching. The kids can't watch Gargoyles when mommy and daddy would have watched the O.J. Simpson trial. So
that's a darn shame.
Yeah. Also, season 3 wasn't that great, so that also didn't help. But yeah, no. There's a lot of factors that go into it, but Gargoyles being the style of animation or the style that it was, as Brittany, that more detailed detailed character designs are harder to are more expensive to animate than goofier designs. So
yeah.
So if they can justify cutting an action show, they will.
Yeah, which is a damn shame.
Did y'all ever watch Goosebumps?
Yes.
Yeah, I certainly did.
And Are You Afraid of the Dark? I hated both of them terribly.
That show was a good one in Canada.
I hated both of them terribly.
They should redo that with the CGI today.
Because my older brother used to watch them,
and
I would watch them. That was a movie.
Yeah, I actually never saw it.
I saw the first one. It was alright.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
All right. What about Highlander? That was a good show. I like that. They can redo that one, and I'd be happy.
My older brother watched Highlander. I don't remember watching it too much. I know that
the only one.
I remember that line.
I loved it, but the CGI was definitely not there, and it needed to be there. So I think that would benefit from being redone.
I suppose.
I
don't know. Nowadays, I just don't want to see anything remade. I'm like, please make something new. Please stop this. Stop this. Stop this. Stop this. Stop this.
Woo! I stopped myself before I went on a tangent.
Yeah,
right.
I was about to go. I'm about to say I'm about to open up these can of worms, and I hope that he's.
I will keep the lid on it.
Yep, keep it on. Hold it down. Keep it down, Daddy. No.
Well, now that we've got Brittany calling him daddy on recording, I think we're done here.
Everybody go home.
Well, that was a fun trip to the old neighborhood for some of us, and for a couple of people, it was like, where are we? But now we're going to get to another new and old area as the players explore Delphi. And we'll see you in a hot minute.
I hope the whole intro stays in.
No!
This is Brittany, and you're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast. It was a cold and gray afternoon. The room was dim and the wooden floor was cold. Laurel, shivering and weak, wrapped herself tighter in her thin blanket. Her stomach growled, and she looked up at the thin crack in the bedroom door. She was too cold to want to move, but when her stomach growled again, she pushed herself up and stood. The old, musty blanket began to sag around her shoulders, and she pulled it tighter as she walked to the door and left the room. The main living quarters of the house were just as cold, and Laurel couldn't help but be annoyed. Her new caretaker, Miss Clara, had left her with no food and no fire to warm herself with. The old woman had gone in the morning to speak to someone, but hadn't returned since, so it seemed Laurel was on her own for the day. Laurel was 7 years old and recently orphaned. 5 months ago, her parents had grown very ill, and over the span of 2 short months, her entire world was carried away to be burned like the rest of the dead. Her neighbor, Miss Clara, took pity on her and took her in. She was a nice woman. Laurel remembered her bringing fresh bread to her home in the fall. She had a reputation of being a little curmudgeonly, but her heart was always in the right place. But as the sickness continued to take hold of the village, the food and money became more scarce, and even Laurel began to notice that her once kind and compassionate neighbor was growing anxious and irritable. So much so that Laurel was being left to her own devices and was given smaller portions while Miss Clara's stayed the same. Laurel looked at the small hearth in the corner and found no firewood and nothing but ashes. Her eyes glanced at the wooden furniture in the room, but knew if she used anything in here, she would be scolded. She already got an earful yesterday, after tripping and spilling the well water. Miss Clara still seemed huffy about it this morning. Laurel put on her boots and jacket and walked outside. The road was muddy from recent rain, and the silence around the hamlet was eerie, as if she herself was the only survivor. A small tree was on the side of the house, and some of the branches hung just low enough for her to grab and try to pull off. She tugged and tugged, her numb fingers started to go sore as she tried to break something off. With a soft snap, a small branch was rent free, and she fell backwards into the dirt. Laurel examined it. It was small and wet, but something was better than nothing, she supposed. She pulled herself out of the mud and walked back inside. Laurel tossed the small piece of wood into the hearth and used a stool to grab the flint in the cupboard. Her fingers were freezing, and she struggled to strike the flint properly, but even when she got a proper spark, the wet wood wouldn't take. Frustrated, she marched back to the cupboard, threw a wooden spoon on his kindling. With a few more strikes, the fire took. It would take a while for the room to warm up, so Laurel decided to see if there was anything to eat. She rummaged through the pantry and found there only to be some salted meats and raw flour. She knew she shouldn't take it without permission, but when her stomach growled again, she didn't care. She took a bit of the meat, wrapped in burlap, and chewed on it. The room was beginning to warm a little, and she sat by the fire and nibbled on the food. The sound of a horse passing by caught her attention, and she could hear voices outside of the home. One was Miss Clara's, and the other she didn't know. It sounded like a man. She dared to leave the small fire and peer out the window. Clara was talking to a tall man, clad in thick, shining armor. He was accompanied by a large gray dog and a large brown horse. A sword was hanging at his side, and a shield poked behind his back. As the two adults made their way to the door, Laurel quickly scrambled away to the bedroom. She didn't know who that man was, but it was clear he was a soldier. Laurel's heart jumped. Was he coming to arrest her? Was Clara upset with her yesterday for spilling the water from the well? She didn't know she could be arrested for spilling water. Worried, she crawled under the bed and bundled herself up. The front door opened, and she could hear them now.
I appreciate you coming, sir. She's a little shy, but she'll be useful to the order. Laurel? Laurel, dear.
Laurel didn't move. She didn't want to go to jail. She started to tremble, but not from the cold. Clara walked into the bedroom, and Laurel tried to push herself further under. She watched Clara's feet walk across the floor and stop at the side of the bed.
Laurel, don't be rude, girl. I have a special guest here. Oh, there you are.
Laurel looked over to where she walked and saw her blanket poking out. Clara bent down and grabbed the blanket and tried to drag her out. Laurel quickly unbundled herself and let the blanket go. She could feel tears welling up in her eyes as she tried to wipe them away.
I'm sorry. Please don't let him arrest me.
What are you on about, girl?
You were mad that I spilled the well water yesterday, so you're gonna have me arrested. I'm sorry, Miss Clara. I won't do it again.
Are you mad? I wouldn't have you carted off over some spilled water. Now come out. Rainer doesn't have all day.
Laurel hesitated, but eventually shuffled out from under the bed. There were tears still in her eyes. Clara's glare softened, and she bent down and wiped her face.
Oh, poor girl. Don't be scared, dear. This man is here to take you to someplace special. Someplace better than this.
Not jail?
No, dear. The very opposite. You'll never be hungry, and you'll be well protected from the sickness. From what I was told, there will be other children to play with.
Laurel glanced to the door and stared briefly, but eventually followed Clara into the living space. The man in armor was looking around at the small room, and his eyes finally fell on her. Laurel hid behind Clara. The man in armor approached and knelt down to be at her eye level. Clara stepped aside, leaving Laurel to be face to face with him. He was a tall, elven man with black hair and bright green eyes. He was covered chest to toe in bright silver armor, and a coat of arms was etched into his chest and pauldrons. He offered her a warm smile.
Hello, little one. My name is Raina. What's your name?
Laurel hesitated and looked down at her feet.
Laurel.
Miss Clara tells me she's having trouble taking care of you. She wants me to take you to the Order to offer you a better life. Would you like that?
Laurel looked at Clara, who gave her an anxious smile. She thought back to the short months that she stayed with Clara. It wasn't enjoyable, but it wasn't horrible. Clara did the best she could to offer her enjoyable things. She made her a doll from the burlap and fabric scraps, and when there were more children around, she'd encourage her to go out and play for the day. But food was running low and the winter was becoming more difficult. As young as Laurel was, she was very aware of the situation she and Clara were in. This man being here wasn't a choice of want, but necessity, and she understood. Laurel nodded at Raynor. Raynor stood and smiled at Clara, and Clara sighed in relief.
Laurel, you'll be better off. I promise.
You promise?
Of course, dear.
Miss Clara, thank you for taking care of me.
Laurel hugged her legs, and Clara hesitated before kneeling down and embracing her.
I wish I could have done better. You be a good girl, and don't forget to visit.
I will.
Good girl. Now go pack your things.
Laurel did as she was told and followed Raynor out to his horse and his dog. The dog in question looked even bigger up close. It was a large, gray mastiff with a wrinkled face and small brown eyes. A thick blanket was draped over its back, and a thick leather collar was wrapped around its neck. Raynor petted the dog and watched as Laurel looked nervous to approach.
Don't be scared. This is my companion, Smoke. He won't bite.
Laurel reached out a nervous hand and touched Smoke on the muzzle. The dog sniffed and licked her fingertips as she recoiled her hand with a soft giggle. Raynor patted on Smoke's back.
You'll be ready, Smoke, to the temple.
Laurel grabbed onto the collar and tried to hoist herself up with some difficulty. Smoke could feel her struggle and laid down to help her. Using some teamwork, both her and her new mount managed to get settled in. As they were doing so, Raynor tied her small bag to the horse and rummaged through a pack on the horse's side. He walked back to Clara with a small bag. He gave her the bag, and Clara opened it to find gold. Her eyes lit up with surprise.
That should get you through the rest of winter and half of spring.
Oh, thank you, sir. You didn't have to offer me this much.
Don't worry about it. I understand the circumstances. It's tough now, but you think you're making the right choice. She'll be safe at the temple for a season, and after a while, we'll decide what to do with her.
Just keep her safe. She's a sweet girl.
That's priority one.
Raynor turned around and mounted his own horse. He gave it a soft kick and began to walk forward. The dog followed behind, and Laurel watched her village disappear behind her.
So this is a good transition. Laurel is leaving one city, back in the past, and then currently approaching a new one. Last time we played, you guys ended with seeing the city you've been heading towards, the city that you're currently at, the city of Delphi. So, why are you here? Who remembers what you're even doing here?
There's like flying demons. That's my main thing.
That's why you're here,
no.
because of flying demons?
Yes.
We're here to free a Titan, if I am correct. We're here to free a Titan of some sort, and we were at the behest of Kronos. Oh, I could be wrong. Somebody want
We're here for the moon.
Thank you, Mavari.
Are we here for the moon?
No.
We
I
are
mean-
now.
She's not wrong. So this is why Mavari is here. This is the city that holds her person, her friend. This is where
Phrase it that way.
The person she talks to is kept here. So as y'all came up to this city, you saw it was on a grassy hill, a large hill. It's right before a mountain. So you know how there's sometimes mountains before, hills before mountainsides. This is kind of that situation, except for they built a whole city on it, so that inside the city you can actually see for miles around from almost any level of the city. But on the other spectrum of that, as you're walking up to the city, you can see almost every level of it. You can see temples, you can see the walls going up the hills, protecting the city. You can see an amphitheater in the background. You can see large statues and things like that on the eastern side to the right. As you approach it, you can see a grand entrance. There's some kind of white buildings going off to the west or the left. You're not exactly sure what they are or where they're going, but that is that. As I said last time, you can actually see some flying demons up in there, so you can see activity. They're little. They don't look like anything that's like, oh my god, it's scary. But they are demons, so, you know, if you're some of these people who you've talked to, that is scary. They've never seen that. They're dying to it. That sucks. But you guys have fought and killed demons, so not really a thing that scares you. So, I asked y'all, or I told y'all to think about what you want to do in approaching this. And I'm assuming that over the week you've talked together and come up with a plan of how you want to approach this city. So, what did y'all come up with?
Okay.
This
good.
is not good. I dropped him an image, which I guess I could actually do on Twitter also, because this is what we call open licensed. So the guy who painted this picture is super dead, like for a long time. So it is a portrait that someone did of Delphi a long time ago. This is what it looked like back in Sede, and this is actually Delphi. So that's fun. So you are about to play in living history, as we call it. So,
Sort of. All big demons attack Delphi, but you know.
Were you there?
Well,
yeah.
Yes.
Our plan was to head to
I am immortal.
To the Colosseum, because that was where we saw the atrocities happening.
So I heard you, or I said you heard people screaming. So it is an amphitheater. The purpose of these amphitheaters is to actually boom and amplify some, noises, voices, stuff like that. So as these bodies are dropping, you can actually hear it echoing across this whole valley. And it's in the distance and it's very far away, but you can slightly hear it. And you being able to see the city from afar, probably hundreds of yards away. So you have plenty of time to think about how you want to approach this, what you want to do. If you go in there thinking that you're just going to be absolutely fine, you got problems. So think about it. How do you want to do this? How do you want to approach this city?
I would, because since you said you wanted me to roll for it during the game, I would like to make Karist that slingshot.
I like how you said that. So if you would like to make him a slingshot, y'all can stop and do it, but I'm not going to ever let you just do something. I mean, come on.
Fair. I will go ahead and stop and do that, since I know he's got a bunch of he can't use.
So as y'all approach this city with demons flying and bodies dropping in its amphitheater, you stop all of a sudden to make a sling.
I don't imagine it'll take me that long. It's a slingshot.
I'm just painting the picture.
It's a slingshot.
Question for the DM. Since this is just obviously just a rough drawing. Well, I wouldn't say rough. It's very well crafted, but a snippet of Delphi. What angle of the city are we approaching from? Because the south.
Yeah.
Okay, so down at the bottom where the wall is. So we have to go across town to get to the amphitheater, if I'm looking at this map correctly, right?
Yes, and it is all within a wall, which I will remind you. So the wall is tall stone and about 20 feet high.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're not that close to it, but looking at it from a distance, it looks like a straight up wall. So, I mean, it's possible that some of you could scale it. Some people who are, I don't know, trained assassins could probably do it. But some people, I'm not going to say any names, I wouldn't do that to Laurel, but might not be able to do it.
I'm not a very dexterous girl.
So,
Or that's
half the gal in that armor.
Is that and one more question because it's to me it's important. The walls that I'm looking at, are some of these little holes in the wall present, or is it just a nice, pristine, well-maintained wall?
There's large chips in the wall. You're looking at it from afar, and Laurel is surveying the site as Seltra is building a sling, which he will now roll on. But you can see it's probably had some damage to the walls due to people attacking in the past.
Okay. All right. Just double checking, making sure. Seltra, are you done with that slingshot?
I roll a 14.
The slingshot, you did great.
I'll hand it over to Karis. There you go. Yes.
Karis, you have a basic working slingshot. Everybody kept giving you magical bullets, and now you can use them.
What is this for?
all those rocks you keep getting, or the smooth little bullets that I gave you. I didn't realize that you couldn't actually like use them. So here, this is so you can actually use them.
I mean, is that not what you want, Karis?
I'm trying to figure out if Karis. How much time do I want to waste with this?
Not a lot. There are
we
people
don't have a
dying.
whole bunch. This was a slapshot job, so let's go.
Let's just do the D&D rules, and suddenly he knows how to use a slingshot, despite wielding melee his entire life.
A slingshot can't be that difficult.
It's also he has druidic gift and knowledge because for some reason druids are the only class that can wield this.
Well,
But,
So
there you
I
go.
would assume that you know how to use it, because back in the day, as a druid living out in the wilderness, you skipped a lot of rocks, and then sometimes you would take off your underwear and use it to skip rocks across the water.
I don't know.
That's
who
my
did that.
version of explaining it. Feel free to give me yours.
I don't-
Just throw it. I don't know why the underwear is needed.
Just
Like, okay,
Alright.
trying to make it steamy.
All right,
are we all
Laurel.
good?
Yes,
Why are you talking to me?
because you were the one who was surveying, and Naskita was supposed to be doing rogue things.
Well, look, there's a wall. Gonna be completely honest with you here. I'm not a very good climber, especially not in this armor. But if the entire city is being attacked, we are only just us. There's no way we can do this by ourselves.
So do we want to try and sneak our way to the place that we're trying to go, like the amphitheater, or
Yes.
wherever it is that we're trying to go? Okay.
Yep, that thing. Not my forte, but we're gonna try.
Before we go,
Mm-hmm.
because I know this can automatically go south, and I will rub my hands together, and then the circuits will start to glow on his body, and he will tap Laurel on the shoulder, Movari on the shoulder, and Naskita on the shoulder, and I'll cast Aid.
Oh, well, thank you.
All right, remind us what that does.
Your hit points are increased by 5. It's
For how long?
temporary. 8 hours.
Let's make that 2 to give me an edge.
No.
Well, all right, fine.
So yeah, for 8 hours, your maximum hit points are increased by 5, and your HP increases to match it. So it heals you for the 5 it gives you.
Excellent.
Wouldn't that be shitty? You have 5 more hit points. Now you gotta take a short rest. Haha.
Yeah, 5 more hit points. Now you gotta down a potion to get it.
All
Have
right.
fun, Jack. No, I'm just kidding.
So you guys, I'm gonna say, are still far out. Let's say 300 yards to give you plenty of view, plenty of distance, plenty of time to decide what you want to do. Are you gonna start walking towards it? Do you want to think more about how you want to do this? Like,
Um,
I would say Laurel is probably the seasoned tacticianer when it comes to situations like this. Once you're inside the city, Naskita probably has the more experience, but like in this situation, I'm probably Laurel.
I'm actually kind of a solo person, so working with a bunch of people is a little weird, a little bizarre, but
I could have Randall go scout it out.
that's actually an excellent idea. Can he tell you what he sees?
I can see through his eyes for
Oh,
some
right.
distance.
Right, I
some
forgot.
distance.
I forgot. This is new to me. Right, so
Nope,
this is
wrong
what we'll
stuff.
do. Let's get to the wall. We'll have Randall go through a hole, and if Naskita wants to accompany Randall, she can. They will scout out the immediate area, let us know what they see, report back, and then after that we will be able to get a better idea of what we're dealing with.
We'll have
After
to
that,
try.
Captain.
Yeah, we'll have to try and stay close because it's. I have to be within a certain distance from Randall to be able to see through his eyes. So
Certain
someone's gonna
distance.
have to be my eyes, or
What's
I can
certain
just have
distance?
Lefty do it. 100 feet.
Oh, that's decent. I can be your eyes. Don't worry about it. I can. I won't let anything happen to you.
Well, all right.
I'm putting that on his tomb.
Okay. All right. So I rolled the wrong one. Let's do this. I will have Randall go with Naskita. He will hop out of the little hatch inside of LFD and jump on Naskita's shoulder.
So y'all staying 100 yards away and doing this?
I think we want to be like up.
Yeah, we
Up
want to
at
get
the
we want to
wall.
get closer.
So let's
but
start
check
by
it out.
y'all
Yeah.
going up to the wall. So you're just
Yeah.
gonna walk in the open up to the wall.
Stealthily.
Is there anything for us to hide behind?
Not really. It's kind of a grassy plain. There's trees here and there, but for the most part, it's getting down, ducking, and hoping for the best.
Well,
There
looks
are
like we got-
flying creatures, but they're not exactly scouting around the walls. It looks like the army or whatever came through here has already done so.
Well, it looks like crouching and hoping for the best is our best bet. So
All right. So if y'all would please, everybody roll a stealth check.
okay, 19.
19.
23.
Also 19.
Nice.
Hey.
I got a
Very
20.
nice.
Don't worry, Lorel. We'll pick
22.
up that slack.
Nice. So what did everybody get one more time?
19.
19. Jesus.
6.
6.
23.
Alrighty.
I got a natural 20, so 22.
Nice. So other than Laurel, which, I mean, she's in heavy armor. She makes a lot of noise. She reflects light. So she's at a severe disadvantage, but everybody's doing really good. And y'all managed to get up to the wall without an incident. There are some that will fly close to the wall every now and then, but it looks like they're not looking around. It looks like they know exactly where they're going while they're flying. And they'll be flying. They'll swoop down. You can hear somebody start screaming, and then you hear them fly off towards the north. And then an amphitheater section. I will remind you. So the walls themselves are hundreds of feet long. So it'll be a little bit of a walk right next to this wall before you can get up to that area. So right now you're at the very southern side of this wall, and you can see as you get up to it the knocks that Laurel was spotted earlier. They are dents in the wall, but they're not holes. So it is still 20 feet high of slick rock, but every now and then there's like dents in it, maybe catapult or something like that.
Well, darned. Alright then. Well, Randall's a squirrel. Naskita, how can you climb?
Pretty well.
Right then. Do you guys need a boost up?
Couldn't hurt.
Alrighty. I crouch down and like lock my fingers together to help sort of boost her up so she can help get get up the wall, get her claws into those nooks and crannies.
I put my new foot into your palms there.
Alright.
And it's just like a big kind of like, oh, you're uncomfortable and I'm enjoying this.
Alright.
Yes.
1, 2, hit, and I just...
Alright. So as you are at the southern side of the wall, would you mind telling me about where on the southern side of the wall you would like to hop over? It's hundreds of feet wide, so go by quarters. You can say let's go from left to right. You can say first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. Closer to the entrance or the main entrance, the grand entrance that you saw was on the right. So closer to that or farther from that?
Further from it.
Naskita, as you are the only sentient being going, no offense to the squirrel, would you roll me a 1d100? It's more of a 50-50 thing.
Oh boy. 33.
Oh, yeah. 33. Okay. So, I didn't prepare for this for some reason. Actually, let's make that a little bit bigger. Let's go here. All right. Fuck me. Where's Naskita? And Darren, you have complete control over Squirrel Boy, right?
Yes.
All right. So I am about to send you both a link.
To the Shadow Realm.
Yes.
Hi. Everyone.
Unfortunately, I do not have a squirrel, so you're going to be the cricket. All right, Darren.
Okay. Kick it, Cricky.
All right. I'm sorry. Hang on 1 second. So there's that. Where's Darren? There's Darren. There's that. All right. So, Naskita, Squirrel Boy, as you go over this wall, you can tell that you land on top of a stone building that is only slightly slanted. It's mostly an incline of maybe 5 degrees. It only goes up from the edge of the roof to a point of only about a foot of elevation. And you can see around you is a lot of other buildings that I shall show you shortly. So you're on top of a white building, and you can see there's actually in front of it, over here, pillars and a statue. And the statue is of a man who looks like he has fur and like a snout of some kind of creature going over his shoulders. And he has short hair, and you can see a chiseled out beard. And it looks like he has a club in one hand, and then his other arm is just completely broken off. And you can smell burning around you. And if you would like to both make a perception check, I can maybe tell you a little more. Or you can tell me what would you like to do. And you can see...
Let's go with a perception check.
All right. As you're looking around, there is a building to the north east slightly, a smaller building, kind of like this one. White stone seems to be a big theme here. So the buildings seem quite sturdy on their own. There really doesn't seem to be much made out of wood in this area, besides small things like platforms or little porches or miniature walls like this right here that only come up about 3 feet, a little to your north and a little bit to your east. But for the most part, it is stone. So what kind of perceptions did you get?
Randall got a 21.
And 13.
So the squirrel sees all. Naskita sees nothing to stab and is getting a little bored. All right.
You're in?
So what questions do you have? What do you want to know?
So I would like to know, given the area in front of the building, let's try and do that. Are there if I would like to have Randall try and like look around the area in front of the building and see if the building is open and if there is anyone or anything inside of it.
Okay, so you want to come off the roof?
Yeah, kinda.
All right, are you still riding on Naskita?
He can crawl.
All right.
He's tiny.
Squirrels can climb walls, right? Well, no,
Yeah.
not slickstone. They have to claw their way into trees. Wait, where's my animal expert? Brittany,
Yeah.
can a squirrel climb stone?
Yeah.
Alrighty, we're done. So, Randall climbs down the building side, and you can actually see the title to this building is as you climb down it, you can see it says Treasury of Thebes. And as you peek inside, you don't immediately see anybody. You can see a slight small foyer area that is about 10 by 15 feet, and then another doorway past that. You see no closed doors, no door that could close of any kind, which for a treasury strikes you as a little strange, but you know, these people are very trusting.
Do what they do. And I want to have Randall look out in this direction.
right.
Sorry, the direction in front of the building. This is the direction in front of the building is a wall.
No, it's a small raised wall, but it's more like a little platform with a couple of steps. Yeah, it's
Okay.
just this is a stone white building that's on like a raised platform. You just go down 2 steps and then you're on the ground level, which is dirt.
And to the south side, I guess, the bottom part from where we are in the building, is this more of the steps, or is this where the party is?
That's where the party is.
How thick?
That's the. I
Is
don't
this
have any of their
wall?
tokens. How thick is the wall?
Yes.
The trash can. The wall looks to be about 3 feet thick.
Okie dokie. All right. Seeing that, I am going to break the what is the thing called, the connection, so that I am no longer seeing out of Randall's eyes, and I am going to use my scroll of stone shape to make a door right here.
Alrighty, hang on while I put everybody on the map. Naskita, what are you up to? Feel free to go into slow details.
Yeah, so while he's going to be doing that, I'm gonna kind of just survey, smell the area. I smell burning. I don't know really where the burning's happening. Could be everywhere. Who knows? I certainly don't. Not with 13. But I'm just gonna kind of pace around on the rooftop as much as I possibly can.
Alrighty. Roll a stealth check for me real quick as you're pacing around this rooftop.
Yep.
And they are flying. Again, you can clearly see that they are not looking for something. They know exactly where they're going. Yeah.
Ignore that. That fucked up.
I got a 22.
A 22. Alrighty. Is that everybody?
Oh, a stealth check for Randall. Oof. Randall
Ooh,
is a squirrel.
Squirrel, why?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you get?
A 1.
Oh.
That clean nat 1.
Well,
That's
luckily he didn't stay on the roof.
Yeah, fair.
Alright, so Darren, can you see that?
Yes.
Alright, is that about where you want to put the door?
I was gonna try and put it around like a little bit to the left, if this is still part of the wall.
Yeah.
So that way we can quickly get into the building and hide.
Alrighty. So that is a doorway that you put in the 3-foot thick wall. Man, I regret having that.
I only had 1, so no.
Yay, it's gone. Alright, so you put a doorway there. How tall is it?
It's 5 by 5.
Damn. So everybody gets through without issues. There's nothing I can do. Naskita, you are still on the roof. Everybody, you see this hole in the wall?
I will
Alright.
turn to everybody and say the building, as far as I can tell, at least the immediate entrance of the building is empty, so we can hide in there while Naskita and Randall continue to scout the area. And now that we're inside, we can kind of look for buildings that we can hide in and jump from building to building till we get what we need, till we get to where we need to be.
That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Let's do it.
I would like to give you kudos. This is a very good job as far as getting in the city.
I don't know when a better time to use that scroll would have
Any.
any before this one, so I wouldn't have it.
Well, I mean that's such a useful scroll that, I mean, but this nobody's watching a random ass wall. They were probably watching entrances that they are aware of, but a random hole in the wall, not really looking for it. So good job, Darren. Way to use your noggin. Now stop. All right.
Oh, that's why nobody has this spell. Oof. It's
Uh,
fourth level.
All right, so everybody is in there. Raz is with you. She's just hanging out. You guys are in this building. You see about 10 feet north of you is another white stone building. They all look very pristine, very pretty. Karst, as you go into this back room of this building, what's your passive perception?
16, yeah.
A 16. All right. So if you would please roll initiative.
Oh shit.
Wow.
All right. So what did Seltra get?
11.
11. Laurel.
Got a 17.
17. Karst.
8.
8. Naskita, what did you get?
I got a 6.
Mabari.
I got a 4.
Oh, oof, that showed.
Oh, with these rolls tonight.
So everybody did really great. All right. So, Karst, as you're in this back room, you start going back there. You can see there's
It's that front part.
you can see it's a lot of stuff, decorations, keepsakes. It looks like different cultures all mixed up into one little place. And then on the back wall, you can actually see the painting of the man who kind of resembles the statue outside. It looks like he's wearing leather armor. He has a necklace with teeth hanging on it. He's very bulky. He looks like he has brown hair. He's got a glowered face. He's got short-cut brown hair and a thick brown beard. And you can see it looks like he has a lion going across the back of his shoulders. You can see it's gold fur, and you're looking at it, and it looks like, where have you seen something like that before? Oh yeah, Balls one. So you see that, and as you're looking at that, this little thing, which, you know what, let's have some fun here. Brittany, re-roll a 1d5.
Oh, that threw me.
This
for a
little
loop. Sure.
creature, this high-pitched, like,
Oh, this thing.
You too.
kind of makes noise as it comes around the corner. So this little, like, gray-looking creature, wearing almost nothing, but it has a huge, like, bag on its back, and it has a whole bunch of weapons, look like, stuffed in it. And you can see copper, silver, gold. It's got a long snout with sharp teeth, 2 horns that are curled forward, and long claws. And you hear one gold piece drop as you see it reaching up into this bag, grabbing a javelin, and then striking at you with it. For a 22 to hit,
That definitely hits.
you take 10 points of piercing damage as it kind of like runs around small things around this room, like a statue. You know how they have those stands with little like torsos and heads on them? He runs around one of those and just kind of stabs you in the leg. This is a small creature. He's about 3.5 feet tall, but he's carrying this huge sack, so you can imagine he's a little stronger than he probably should be. But however, now we're in initiative. Laurel, you hear this, and you... Where are you? You can hear maybe Karst react if he does.
Constitution saving throw for that one. Oh yeah, he screams.
Oh.
You hear him scream bloody murder. What would you like to do?
I'm going to. Oh my goodness! Push past both Kita and Razmi and run into the room. Oh, okay. Your token was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, alright. Okay, good. Well, then I'll just push past Razmi. And, I see the little pat goblin. And, I'm just like...
Demon.
I was like, damn it, that was quick. I'm going to actually take out my
goblin.
longsword this time. And I am going to stab it.
Alrighty, go ahead. Let's see what you got.
22.
That'll hit, y'all.
Alright.
He's not really wearing much armor, but he is small and quick.
Indeed. Okay, just double check and making sure. And that's 6 slashing damage.
Uh-huh.
And then I have one more hit. Ooh, natural 20.
Uh-oh, that ain't good.
Very nice. Okay, so... Oh, what is that? 8 plus 4 plus...
You want to
8.
smite or no?
I was actually thinking
natural
about...
20, you might as well.
I was actually thinking about that.
Get rid of him.
I mean, I suppose so. I don't know how much HP he has. I don't want to waste a smite if he's just kind of...
It's
That's
never
up
a
to you.
waste. You.
You've never seen a creature like this before, but
How tiny is he?
he
Just
is
like
3.5
that.
feet tall. But as you could see from his picture even, he is ripped. Like he is, for a little guy, he's carrying a lot more than he should be able to.
Okay, I'll add a smite on it. I was just like, what does he look like? He just looks like a crappy little goblin demon that I wasn't gonna bother. But yeah, no, I'll add a smite onto it. So then that's an extra 3d8.
Yes, he is a demon, so don't forget to add that on there.
Oh, good lord. Okay, 1d8 plus 4 plus 8 plus 3d.
And then double it
8.
because the crit.
Great.
So 6d8 plus another d8 for longsword, and then add 8 for the crit longsword.
Woo, buddy. 49 as
Is
a
over
blinding
his-
light. Just
So as you just smote him from this world,
whoa.
what does that look like?
You guys just like I hear Kara scream, and I'm like, oh no! And I rush in. I see it. Like I swing at it at first, and I hit it, and I just come down on it with my sword. And I hope you didn't look directly at it, Karis, because I'm sure it would have hurt your eyes. But it was just a
Like it on there with the
glow.
Mighty Zeus.
Pretty much just a golden glow erupts from the threshold. Poor freaking poor Razmi's probably blinded too. As I come down on it, I leave a smoldering pile of ashes left.
Yeah, you send it back from whence it came.
Ooh.
Probably.
The location is secure, I assume.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You are out of initiative. This bag falls off its body as this black ichor just begins to pour all over the floor and the gold as he drops to the ground.
Grab the bag and move it out of the gross.
Yep, figured Selcher would start doing something there. All right. So Naskita, are you mostly keeping an eye out?
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
I will have Randall reconvene with Naskita.
We're just chilling.
All right. So I will say, Seltra, you can see a lot of gold. Whoever this building was attributed to, people liked. You sit there and you count it. 1, 2, 3. 18 hours later, you realize you have 6,200 gold in that bag.
Seeing that this was called the Treasury, I will keep the bag. It's just gold in this bag, correct?
Yes, it
Okay.
is very large. He's like an evil Santa.
Okay. I didn't know if it was just gold or if there was other stuff in here. For me to
I
identify.
mean, there's a few random weapons, but probably none that you would be interested in. There is, so the javelin that he pulled out. There's also a staff. There's a bronze mace, and you see a khopesh, and then that's it.
I will take the weapon, the staff, the khopesh, the weapons. I'll take that stuff out. I'll leave the gold in the bag, and I will tie the bag closed and put it inside of my. I'll check and see if this bag is magical in any sort of way before I put another bag inside of my bag of holding.
Damn. I'm just kidding. It is not. So use. Do you want to do an Arcana check? And I'm going to give you this for free.
Fair enough. I want to blow us up.
This is what it looks like, by the way.
11. Oh, okay.
11. You can tell. No, it's just a raggedy old bag.
Okay.
He was just really strong.
Okay, I will take this bag and I'll tie it up because this is a treasury. I don't want anything else to try and take the money, but I also don't want to keep it. So I'm gonna put it inside of our bag, but bundled up as this bag, so it's easy to get out.
Yes, justify stealing any way you like. Go ahead.
I'm not going to keep it.
No,
we just
no,
want to
I'm
make
okay
sure
with
there's no more demons in this place.
I support you. It's fine. Steal their money. It's okay. They're dead. They don't need it, right?
We don't know that yet.
Yeah. You're hoping, though. So.
You don't know that.
Naskita, as you're looking around, as you're looking around, you can see that there's flying. Not much is changing. Although, as they're picking up these bodies, and you heard Laurel, you heard her say that, she wants to save these people who are getting dropped. But as the demons are actually picking up the bodies, you see that probably about half of them, if not a little more, aren't making any noise at all, like they're already dead. But you see nothing in the open besides these flying demons, and they look small.
I want to have Randall go back on the roof. And which way to the we are still going towards the Coliseum. Is that the place that looks like it has the most trouble? Or wait, no, we're in Delphi. We're supposed to be looking for a temple, correct? To let out Phoebe, which might actually be able to help us with a demon horde, but we got to find some sort of temple or whatever might look like the thing that's gonna. So I will have Randall scout around, at least in with eyes, not running around, to see if we can find to see if there is a location that looks like a temple or something.
So y'all saw on approach about where the temple was. It was off in the distance to the northwest side of the city.
Okay, north.
So you know kind of a general idea. You don't know exactly how to get there from here, but you have a general idea, and
so that
you could
direction.
probably assume with the size of the city that he will not be able to find the temple and you be within range.
Oh, I figured that much. It was more so a point Naskita in the direction that we want to go, and then scout buildings so we can hop from building to building, or at least have a route of stealth. So he is going to point Naskita in the direction, run up on top of her shoulder and point in the direction of the temple.
Oh, good idea.
Naskita, you are going north?
Yep.
Okay, so north, there is a building, a stone building. You do not see the doorway on the direction you're facing, but you can see where it's kind of decorated on the other side. You see pillars made of stone, and you can imagine the doorway is over there, facing a road that you see, a loosely defined road, but it's nice. You can see it's stone. It's paved. But not like today's paved. It's more of just rocks. But it is a stone road to the east. And it's about 10 feet away from that building. So you can imagine the door is about 10 feet from that road. Do you want to go over there?
Yeah, I want to go over there. I want to jump off of this roof. because I'm
Yeah.
not going to be able to jump roof to roof. That's not
Get
really
your friend's free
possible.
cable.
I mean,
Uh,
it's what is this? 10, 15 feet? How about you try? And if you happen to break your leg and get hurt, well, that happens.
It do happen, but we also know what happened the last time my leg got injured.
Oof, yeah.
So,
Could be
you know what?
fun.
It could be fun. Let's do it.
Yeah, you do. Roll an acrobatics check. Get a
Yeah.
running jump while I look up the rules on it.
I will
It's been so long since somebody actually did a running jump.
I will
Whoa.
proceed to what's it called? To start looking through Randall's eyes again.
All right.
For a plus 10, I got 14.
Through Randall's eyes.
A fucking what?
Prince of
I got a
Egypt.
14. I'm an expert at acrobatics, and I got a 14. I'm mad.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm an expert at Tinker's Tools, and I also rolled a 14. So
It does, thank you.
Also, it makes me feel better. I'm a
So-
druid, and I don't have any advantage with nature checks.
What is your strength?
My strength, just my regular strength, that's a plus
Yeah.
2.
No, the score. What's your strength score?
14.
Well, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Yep. That's fine. That's fair. 17.
Okay, so yeah, you run and you jump and you just clip this building slightly, almost fall, but you manage to catch yourself and you are on the roof of the other building. So you officially superhero this shit, and you can see all around. You don't know what's in this building, but you can see there's another building to the north. Again, white stone. It is about 15 feet away. You can see it looks a little more sturdy. It is wider. It's a little bigger than this one that you're on currently, but the building north looks to have about the same theme as this one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the opposite end of the roof.
Mhm.
I'm gonna crouch down low. And I just want to see if I can hear anything that might be nearby, like footsteps or, audible voices of any kind.
And will also do such listening and smelling because I get advantage on those.
So go ahead and make a perception check, both of you. I tell you DC right now.
So Randall got a 25.
Nice.
11.
11. So Naskita listens intently. Naskita doesn't hear anything, and Randall doesn't hear anything, but he's smelling and he's like, what is that smell? Unfortunately, Seltra recognizes the smell because it's Seltra's mind in Randall right now, right?
Yeah.
So, a long time ago, in a land far, far away, before you fought a jailer, per se, a guy in a cloak who was touching and knocking out people several times in a hallway, there was a room filled with corpses, and it stunk. It had a smell. And this reminds you very strongly of that smell.
Where is it coming from, or is it just everywhere?
Kind of just smells like it's in the air.
Okay. Randall kind of like snort and then wipe his nose, looking off toward the temple in the northwesterly direction. What northeasterly direction? Anyway, no, mother, I just want to move. Did I accidentally move Naskita's token? Yes,
Yeah,
I
you
moved
did.
her way out there.
How?
Where did I go?
How? I'm trying to move the map.
She
and
fucking flew.
I
Like,
know, right?
I was zoomed out looking at something. I just saw her go way off. I was like, what the fuck?
Whoop.
I accidentally moved Naskita's token. No, because I'm trying to zoom out, like look towards the northwesterly direction. Well, I can't see it. I just wanted to like.
I was gonna say, can you see the northwest direction?
No, I was gonna take the ruler and start pointing in that direction. He'll kind of wipe his nose and then kind of gesture towards the other building and look up at her.
He's saying that there's cocaine in the other building.
Wait. he'll scamper down, look around, and kind of like look down on the side of the build on the front side. He'll look for the door of this building.
All right. Yeah, you scamper around. You see there is a door of the building. You can see that on each side of this stone opening, because again, there's no door there. It's just a doorway. On each side of the doorway, it looks like to be carvings in the stone of a boar's head with tusks, and it's just sitting there, and it looks like its eyes are closed. And you can see inside there's actually food, lots of food. However, that's not the only meat in there. You can see there's torn bits of clothing, blood all over the place. It looks like this was a massacre, but also some kind of feasting house. Yum yum.
Joy. I don't want to hide in this one. All right, on to the next building. We still got plenty of feet to go before I lose connection. Before I lose cell service.
What's the distance?
100 feet.
100 feet. Damn, you do have plenty of space. All right, fine. All right. So, do y'all want to go to the next one?
Yep.
All right, Naskita and Randall, please roll stealth checks as you go into this group of buildings. Can I do this? Not really. I'll figure it out.
Randall got 23.
18 for me.
All righty. So an 18 and a 23. You guys.
Randall's killing it on banjo.
Now, does Naskita want to try to make this 20-foot gap, or do you want to?
Yes,
Oh, really?
God.
I do.
I am all about this.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Chaos.
Yeah. So it's according to your strength. So your strength is 14. The farthest you can jump is 14 feet, even with a 10-foot running start. So the furthest you can jump is 14 feet. But I will add a little bit to it with your dexterity. So go ahead and roll an acrobatics check, if you would, please.
17.
17. Alrighty. So unfortunately, a 17 is not going to be good enough to make the jump of 20 feet. It's a little too far. So go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okie dokie. 20.
Alrighty. Becca, roll a 1d6.
Okay.
Hmm.
3.
Naskita, you take 1 point of damage as you drop to the ground.
Oop.
Slamming against this building wall and then just kind of sliding down it slightly. Taking 1 point of toe damage.
Oh, still getting used to this new foot. This is fine.
So on top of this roof, this one seems a bit sturdier. This building, it is a little bit wider, a little bit higher off the ground. It is about 12 feet off the ground, whereas the rest of them were about 10 feet. The walls seem a little more taken care of. You can see to the east by about 10, 15 feet, there is another building that I probably should have looked up and didn't. That's building number 14. Jesus Christ. Ooh, that's a fun one. Can you see the front of it? Nope. All right. So you see another white stone building, 10 feet to the east. And then you can see little pickets on the ground to the north of this building, like little fences. You can see little target dummies, like little wooden dummies with slashes all on them. You see a couple of swords laying on the ground, things like that. And then to the west, about 20-25 feet, you can see a set of stairs. And then to the north, you can see a wall. Not so much a wall as much as raised ground that goes about 10 feet up. So again, some of you could make this climb and just climb the wall instead of taking stairs, but some of you couldn't on their own. But you are a team, so that is what you see. I will remind you the party is way far away, so if something happens, you are effectively on your own.
Yeah, I don't like that necessarily.
Ultra will turn his face to the rest of the group, and he ain't got no eyes, and he will say, we should probably break off from this building and start making our way towards the to Randall and Naskita.
Is the rest of the way clear?
And
The
then
rest
he
of
will
the-
break off. And then he will break off the connection with Randall because he can't hear either.
Is the
Like
rest-
what was that?
Is the oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot. This is so new to me. Is the rest of the way clear?
From what I can tell, yes. There is no demons from here between, well, other than the ones that are flying between here and there. There is a building we can hide in, but I don't want to hide in that one.
What's wrong with it?
It's got dead people in it and
Okay.
food.
Hmm?
I mean, it's got meat in it, but
Hmm?
like
Don't say that.
it's also the only building between here and there.
Okay,
So-
good. So we're not going into the meat building.
I don't want to go into the meat building.
We're not-
There's a building that Randall and Naskita are on top of. I don't know if there's anything inside of that yet. Give me a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down. And then I
Sit
will
there
have
waiting.
Randall check the front of this building to see if there is anyone in the immediate foyer area. The building that Naskita and he are on top of.
So, Randall, please make a perception check.
13.
So, after I roll something, I will let you know how that does.
Fair enough.
All right. So you hear a little bit of clanging in there, and you can see another one of these gray creatures in tattered clothing, and it looks like it's trying to pick up two swords, two of these bronze large swords. It looks like it's trying to pick them up at the same time and put them in this sack on its back while it's wearing it. So it's like watching a dog kind of chase its tail. It's trying to put them both in there while it's spinning. So it doesn't look like that smart of a creature, but yeah. Let's say it's right there.
There's another one of those gray guys with the bags in there. But that's it. That seems to be it. Oh, and then he'll break connection so we can hear. So we could sneak up. We can kind of work our way from one building to the next, to the one that Naskita's on top of, and I'll have Randall scamper over and kind of like crouch down, but like be visible enough from the bottom. Like he'll kind of like go under if there's like a little lip, so we can see where he is, so we know what building to go to. But yeah, like we can sneak out and go there. There's one of those gray guys, but you took him out pretty quick last time. So
I mean, that part of me feels like that was I probably feel like that was maybe a bit of a lucky shot, but
fair. But if we get this time, we know he's there, so we can get the jump on him.
indeed, we will get the jump on him. Let's do this.
All right, everybody ready? He says, looking at Karis and Mohari, and he picks up the rest of the stuff.
It was a very good shot, just for the record.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. All right. Stealth checks.
Thank God for advantage.
I don't have advantage.
You do have a flat roll though.
Yeah, I know.
Hey.
Thanks for the cloak, or else this would be awful. Yep, there. That sounds about right.
I got a 20.
She.
All
I
right.
got a 9.
9. Okay. Karst?
Got a 7.
Ooh. Naskita. I'm sorry, not Naskita. Mavari.
I got a 17.
And LFD got a 10.
All right. So not great, but not terrible. However, again, Laurel reflects sunlight. So as you guys are moving across this, it doesn't usually seem like a long distance. It's only maybe 70 feet, but you're in a city with demons that are killing people, or have killed people. So the distance seems a bit larger, and you're going to where the thing was collecting weapons, right?
Yes.
Okay. So as that happens, Naskita, you're looking around. Roll a perception check.
Ray.
It's a low DC if that helps.
12.
Alrighty. Oh, all right. So, as they're going across, and they get to about here, Naskita sees a creature that doesn't load onto the screen. There it is. She sees a creature fly down and kind of land on the building to the left or east of her. And he just kind of sits there. And it looks like he's looking around at the building that her friends are coming out of.
Okay. Give me a second. Give me a second.
One.
Thanks.
Here to help.
Shoot, I don't have enough range. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna go to the edge over on the roof here in the far corner.
Mm-hmm. Go to the northwest corner of the roof.
Thank you. And then 30 feet in front of me, I'm going to create a minor illusion.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna just make a sound of a bang
Oh.
to get its attention.
All right. So 30 feet in which direction?
Straight in front of me. Sorry, in the northern direction.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm blanking right now.
Your portrait is facing east.
Yeah.
But I appreciate this. So to the north of you, I mean, you're on a roof. You can see. Let me defog this. You can see kind of another building up there over this wall. I think. Yeah, that's right. So you make a little bit of bang noise over here.
Yes.
All right.
And it lasts for a minute.
It lasts for a minute. All right. So with that, I mean, roll a deception check, and what your DC is their average stealth check together.
Okay. Hold on.
Please be a good liar. God damn it.
Oh. Yeah, my deception roll was a 9.
9. Unfortunately, what did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
I was like, at this point, you're supposed to be like good at. All right. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, it does not happen. It looks over there, but then it quickly looks back as the characters start making their way around the corner. So that looks like the marching order. So we're gonna put Seltra, LFD, Laurel, Karis. So as y'all start actually coming around the corner, would everybody please roll initiative?
Indeedy.
Can't say I didn't try.
Nope. It was a very
It was a good try.
very commendable. These rolls when I actually need them.
You got this. Don't let it win.
Try not to. It's just like no.
All right, Seltra, what did you get?
13.
A 13. You know, you usually end up going first. That's why I just ask you first. I'm gonna go on a diet of asking Darren. All right, Laurel.
I have the highest dexterity.
15.
15.
17.
7. Oh, same as last time. All right. Karist.
14.
14. Naskita.
11.
11. We're getting back up there. Mavari.
19.
Damn. Alrighty. So, that's pretty good. That's some good rolls. Good rolls. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. So with that, this this creature, this flying thing comes flying at you guys, and you can see it has wings. They're kind of feathery, but at the same time sharp looking. It has a beak. It's got spikes that come out of its face. It has kind of yellow reddish eyes, and it has 4 claws in the front and 5 in the back. And you can have this a small tail, and it kind of resembles the body of an eagle. That's on a very bad diet. Looks a little bit like a crackhead. So it's like a crackhead eagle that's evil. So picture that. That's what it is. That's fun. So it is going to fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Shit, that's... Oh, I think I can book it. All right. And with room to spare, he's going to... You're going to hear him kind of make like a loud screeching noise as it flies up to Seltra. And I'm going to need Seltra, LFD, and Laurel to roll Constitution saving throws, please.
Alrighty. I can do it. There we go.
All right, LFD, you're the man now, dog.
Yes, keep his page open. You might need to look at his immunities.
All
as
right.
much as I don't like saying that. All right.
I got a 13 and LFD got a 15.
I got an 11.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not
Wow,
happy
I thought
about
this
it.
was a waste of a turn, but all right.
All
So
of us
you are
proficient in Constitution saving throws, by the way.
I'm not thrilled about it.
So Seltra and Laurel are stunned until the end of his next turn.
Oh, that divine chestnut.
Yeah, LFD's fine though. So LFD has no ears. He's fine. This doesn't affect him. That's weird. He's looking at you like, that guy's making weird noises, I think. Alrighty. So after that, it flew up. He's got a little bit of room left, but we're going to say he flies up into the air about 15 feet to stay 15 feet off the ground. But he is looking down at you, and it looks like he's probably going to come down for a snack next turn. Karis, you can't really see him, but you can catch glimpses of his wings around the corner and the roof. Same probably with Mabari, because y'all are around the corner. But you can see that Laurel and Seltra are affected by some kind of screech noise that just happened. And Naskita, you heard it, and you can kind of see what's going on. You can at least see Seltra. So after that, it is Mabari's turn. Mabari, kind of be able to see it, seeing what's happening. What would you like to do?
I'm going to move around Karis and Laurel, and I'm going to come right up to, I believe, like right here near LFD. I need 15 feet in the air. Changes it slightly. No, what? No. I'm going to use at first level she's going to cast Guiding Bolt to strike at it.
You know I don't like that spell.
Yeah, but I don't got much.
That is the only thing you need. A 16. A 16 will hit. Damn it.
Woo. Yay.
Devastate him.
Oof, 8 damage.
That sucks.
I rolled 2
8.
ones.
Oh, that's rough. Now is this considered a magical attack? I don't know.
It is, and I believe it's radiant damage.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's nice. How do I mute you again? Let me. I don't want to hear that shit. All right. So that's fun. 8 points of radiant damage. You hear it screech as you hit it, and it looks angrily at you. It knows its new snack. All right. So Laurel, it is your turn.
I'm stunned.
How are you stunned? Like, what does that look like? What's a stunned Laurel look like?
Stone Laurel look like freaking screeched in my ear. My ears are ringing. I'm just like holding the sides of my head. My vision's swimming.
Fair
I'm
enough.
really annoyed.
So will you do me a favor? Will you roll a 1d20 and add 1? I don't want you to be bored. You know, don't want that.
1d20 plus 1. Do. That's 14.
Alrighty. That's fun. So after that, it is Karis's turn. Karis, you can see something's wrong with Laurel. There's wings. Mavari just shot a golden ticket. What do you want to do?
So I can't see the thing, right?
You could partially see it. Like, you know there's a creature over there flying, but you don't have a clear view of it now.
Everything requires line of sight. I can't be safe about this. Karis is going to try his new toy. And I'm going to use my 1+1 sling ammo.
You do
Or
have
I'm gonna move over to where I can see it, I should say. So that's because Laurel are next to me. I'll just be able to move this. Just move a little like 5 square right next to it. Like, would that allow line of sight?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I will do my +1 sling ammo just to get that off my character sheet.
That's the spirit.
Back up, so.
It is
Man.
magical damage. So, I mean, it's not a bad thing to have.
So it's not too familiar with range weaponry. It's proficiency bonus.
It is it's dexterity. So your dex plus proficiency plus a d20.
And then +1. Wow, so that's total +7. Does an 11 hit?
So +7 and somehow.
Roll
Still,
4.
well, don't worry. I'm here to watch. All right. So unfortunately, your first time using this sling, you get pretty close, but unfortunately, this guy's up in the air. He's a moving target. That one just flies right by him.
You have advantage.
You have advantage.
Oh.
I thought I muted you. Let me check this.
Does a 26 hit?
Son of a
Yeah.
Becca? Yeah, that hits.
All right. I should probably have the sling damage pulled up. It's like, well, 1d4
It is
or something.
1d4 bludgeoning.
Plus dex plus 4. For a total of 6 damage.
6. All right. And unlike most rocks, that goes all the way through.
Okay.
Ooh, he's at an even number. I like it. So is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Gonna move back behind. Look. Oh, everything glitched out. I'm gonna move back behind Laurel.
Yes. Hide, little man, hide. Although Karis is perfectly visible behind the small half elf.
Is Laurel a half elf?
Yeah.
Yep.
She's small, but she's like dynamite though.
Yeah,
She's
I'm not
tough.
that tall.
Oh, that's right. I'm the biggest one in the party.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You might as well be hiding behind LFD.
I'd rather die. Oh wait, no. Then I can use him as a shield, and then I will gladly get into a lot of danger.
You leave me
Cars-
alone.
Considered partial cover if we were to hide behind him.
Yes. Actually, 3/4, I'd probably say.
Good to know.
For no reason, right? All right. So after that, it is
Shut up.
Seltra's turn. Seltra, what is you're looking at this thing, and then all of a sudden it screeches, and your head's ringing. Like, what is this? What does this look like with Seltra?
Ah, I should have kept my ears inside of Randall.
That is kind of funny. All right. So, will you roll a 1d20 plus 1? Because again, I don't want you getting bored.
19.
19. That's pretty good. All right. Let's keep the
How
fun
about
going with
me?
you. Go ahead and roll a 1d20 plus 2.
11.
Alrighty. An 11, you say?
Word. The
Yes,
big
sir.
bird. Since we were talking about
Alright.
Fresh Prince earlier.
Yeah.
Word to big bird.
So, Naskita, it is your turn. You see what's going on over there. You have almost a perfect picture. You can't really see Seltra, Mavari, LFD, Laurel, or Karsh. You know what? Actually, let me take back what I said. You don't have a very good view of what's going on over there.
Randall just kind of looks at you like you gonna do something?
It's going down.
I'm going to move towards the opposite edge of the roof.
Yeah, you are.
Randall's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
You little
Throw
brother.
Randall at it.
Get him!
Wait, no, I only got 1 hit point.
Pikachu, I choose you!
This is the spirit of D&D. I love it.
He starts
Do I-
screaming in lo-fi.
Here's little screams in the distance. Do I see the creature at all?
Yes.
Okay. Because that matters for what I wanted to do. I would like to which one do I want to use? I'm gonna use Chill Touch on it. In the hopes that maybe perhaps a skeletal hand might freak it out. It probably won't, but we'll find out. For a 25.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Someone just watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Mhm.
So it's gonna take 12 necrotic damage. So yeah, the skeletal hand is going to
Damn.
appear, and it's gonna kind of give it. It's gonna basically choke it.
Arrest the neck.
All right. So his hand grabs around the neck and it screeches and kind of looks around before eyes going onto you. It did not know you were there before, but it most certainly does now.
Is there a spot I can hide on the roof by chance?
You're on a white stone roof.
Okay.
I will let you explain
Lay
to me
flat.
how that could work.
I just was going to ask if there was a potential spot, maybe.
Starfish.
So, I mean, it goes up in a
just-
slight angle. All the roofs do. But it's only like I said before, 5 to 10 degrees. So while they don't know you're there, you can blend in, you can hide. But once they know you're there, it's pretty much impossible to hide.
Yeah, I just panic and T-pose.
I belong here. I'm a statue.
T-pose on the ground.
No, I'm gonna stay on the roof. That's fine.
Alrighty.
Laying flat, not get off the roof.
No, I'm just gonna. Nope.
After Naskita goes, you guys see flying in
Yeah,
and
shit.
into about here. Another one that had a much better perception as it heard the screech and came to see what the noise is. It has nothing for range. What is this? 15 feet? 5, 10. Fuck. Well, hell. Alright. I guess it's just gonna fly in. It's gonna go there. It's gonna use its action and movement to get all the way up to Mavari. And it's going to stay there and just kind of screech at her non-mechanically. But that is the end of round 1. But round 2 starts with another one of these guys. The original. He's going to do something fun. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to Naskita. Naskita, would you please make an acrobatic or athletics check as he attempts to grab you with his talons?
D.
Sorry, what?
20 acrobatics.
All right. So he tries to grab you, but only got an 18. So he unfortunately is not able to grab you. So he's gonna take only a talon attack. Boo. All right. Does a
Good old
17
bro.
hit?
Yes.
All right. You're gonna take 10 points of slashing damage, and it has nothing else it can do besides stay there and go squawk. So it stays there screeching at you. And that is it. All right. So after that, and Laurel and Celtra, your stun is worn off. It's gone. It's the end of his turn, so you are no longer stunned.
Yes.
Mabari, what
Right,
would you like to do?
You said he's within 5 feet of me?
Yes. The second one that flew up from the east is in your face.
Okay. I'm going to use a spell I've never used before.
I don't like it.
Holy
Alright.
Ranger.
It's nothing serious. Goodness.
That does not bode well for me, I feel like. That's nothing serious. Death touch.
Somebody ground it so I can hit it.
It's 5 feet off the ground.
Oh, good.
She's
Excellent.
small.
I'm going to. You see Mavari put her hands together and she mutters something that I don't think anyone would have caught. And I'm going to use Word of Radiance.
Ooh.
And I think the creature has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty. While I'm doing that, what is Word of Radiance?
You utter a divine word and burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within range must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 2d6 worth of damage.
Well, that sucks because I got a 6.
Yeah, he failed.
Okay.
6 points.
Oh. It show up.
6 points of radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch. All right. So that hurts. He's at that. I appreciate it. Thank you for playing. Goodbye. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn? Would you like to run away, perhaps?
He's gonna get an attack of an opportunity if I move.
What?
So I'm gonna stay put.
All right. Fine. Laurel, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Let's see. What is this line here that Celtra and the enemy are kind of backed up against? Is that a wall?
That is the road. That is the rock paved road.
Okay. All right. So I want to double check and make sure. Like, I didn't want to run headlong into a wall, because I'm going to weave my way through, slide up in there, and then stabby, stab.
All right. Yeah. You can see he is slightly off the ground as you go to swing at him, but he's within reach. You got this.
Alrighty. Going for a leg. Let's see. That's a. Oh, wrong place, Brittany. Wrong place. There we go. 14.
Unfortunately, a 14 will not hit.
Alright, one more swing. Oh, I didn't do it. Did it roll?
I'm looking at it.
It didn't. It's not putting it up for me. Is it taking a minute? Is it?
Yeah.
Dirty 20?
You can't see it?
There you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It just popped up for me. That was weird.
Yeah, no, it's lagging because I didn't see Mavari's roll either. So when she said it was a 6, I'm like, I'll see it, but
Okay, alright.
It doesn't matter if I do.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I can see it now. Yep, dirty 20.
All right, a 20 will hit.
Excellent. Alright, that's what Mama needs. That's going to be 7 slashing damage.
7 slashing. Ouch. Is this a magical weapon? Asking for a friend.
Yes, it is.
Damn it. All right.
Haha. And, wait.
Did you get this one radianced?
I did! I was just looking at that. I made a note on the back, and as a matter of fact, I did for the hammer too, and I just been completely forgetting to add it. So yeah, no, that was just my fault. All right, so just add a extra with +5 radiant damage.
Try to remember these things, people.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot to keep track of.
All
I have
right.
it right here. I feel foolish.
Is
I
there
don't want to
anything
use
else?
I don't want to use my bonus action. Go ahead and do
Alright.
do the thing.
Karst, you're up.
So I can see this thing now. So what I'm gonna do is my +2 sling ammo.
Oh,
Am
fumble
I-
and hit Mabari, please God.
Roll. Wait, he's grounded, right?
He
Yeah.
is slightly off the ground, but yeah.
Okay, actually, I'm not gonna.
Mechanically, yes.
I'm just gonna hit him with my hammer. Gonna go up next to Mavari. And where's my hammer stats? There's my hammer stats. Gonna hit him with my hammer. Roll. What's up?
Nothing.
Does a 15 hit?
Unfortunately, that
That's a
just
yes.
hits.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I will hit him for. That's right. I get a lot of fun stuff with this hammer.
75 points of radiant damage.
I hope not. Fuck. He has advantage on saving throws. Whoops.
Yeah. Okay. So that is 4 bludgeoning, 6 fire, and 5 radiant. Because I know he's gonna hurt with a fire.
So as you hit him with all this damage, and you have a passive perception of 16, you can see that the fire doesn't really look like it did much to his skin.
Wild shock.
Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
Nope.
Alrighty. Seltra, you're back.
Alrighty. And I am in a bit of a conundrum. A right ding dally of a slobber knocker, if you will.
What the fuck?
I know, right? It's crazy. I am going to step here. I'm sorry, I'm going to move 10 feet up. I am going to unfurl the chain. And I am going to make an attack against the one attacking Naskita. Because she's too far away for any of us to be able to help her if she gets in trouble. This is a 22 hit.
That is a hit.
Alright, and I also need it to make me a strength saving throw.
Oh dear. That's a 5.
It fails. It is restrained. And it
So which
takes 8
means it
damage.
drops automatically to the ground, right?
Yes.
Alright. You said 8 points of damage?
Yes.
Alright. Do you want to roll 1d6 for its falling damage? Actually, I think it's 1d6 for every 5 feet. I don't remember.
It's 10 feet.
No, well, fuck it. Alright.
Yeah. So 4 damage. It takes 4 falling damage.
Alright. So 4 plus 8. Damn.
And then I will use... Actually, hold on. How far did I move? Because I was here. 10. Alright, so I can go there. I will use my bonus action to telekinetically shove Mavari out of range of this guy, so she does not have to provoke an attack of opportunity. And then I will move in and hit this guy with my and hit the guy I restrained with my sword.
Will you make this easy and yell that you're going to do that so she can be willing?
Okay. I will yell that tell Mavari that I'm about to push you. And then
I'm about to push you.
Which
Don't
way are we
panic.
pushed? Into Karis?
No, you're pushed into an open space, so I will push you away from him.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, you are pushed 5 feet towards LFD.
So
Yeah.
this way or towards you?
Yeah. Towards
Okay.
LFD. So that way if you decide to move, you don't get an attack of opportunity. I will have LFD take her spot, and then I will move here. And I will move to the one that I just grounded and attack him with my scimitar. The 20 to hit, I get advantage because he's restrained. 20 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
All right. So 6 plus 5 plus 1d6. Wow, really? One's on everything? That's fine. That's 7 force damage and 1 radiant damage.
Ouch. But that is.
I'm sorry, 6 force damage, 1 radiant damage. My bad. It was 7 damage total.
All right. That's still good. That was a good use of a turn.
Yeah, that's everything.
Alrighty. So after that, Naskita, you were pushed on a roof. What do you want to do?
I am going to hit this thing with some Eldritch Blast.
So you look over the side of this roof and shoot downwards.
I shoot downwards, and my keyboard's deciding to say no to everything I'm trying to type.
Well, that's okay. I do it all the time to you.
You have advantage.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
God.
27 for the first bolt.
All right.
Is that a crit?
That was a crit.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So roll
Oh,
a
God.
shit ton of 8s or 10s or whatever the fuck it is.
It's just the 1d10.
Oh.
So remind me how are we doing crits again?
So spells aren't the same as weapons, but just
Yeah.
roll double.
Double? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Spells are too powerful to follow the same rules.
Perfect. 8.
Wow, we are doing great.
So you do 8 points of force damage, right?
8 points of force, yes.
Alrighty.
And I do have a second beam, though.
Oh, alright, go ahead.
Yep, 2 beams. For 17.
A 17 will hit.
Perfect, I like that. For 3.
3 points of damage?
Yeah.
Stop that.
No.
You could be doing sneak attack damage instead.
No, I mean, I could be, but that requires me jumping off the roof to do that at this point.
Alright, so you do 3 points of damage. What would you, So you got a bonus.
Bonus, I'm just going to give it the middle finger.
Alright. It sucks. It's very mean. It's rude.
That was
Next.
most unkind.
Next is the new addition. Karst, LFD, Laurel, and Mavari. Would you please make Constitution saving throws? As it screeches again. Well, this one screeches. The other one already did. It lets out a rough and loud screech.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. It's a 23. Oh no.
That's what father likes. I got 17.
A 17. Karst, Mavari.
4.
24.
Yeah, that's a pass. So everybody is fine except for Karst. Karst, you hear this screech, and you are stunned until the end of its next turn. But everybody else, you're good to go. Seltra, you hear this from over there. You recognize it, but thankfully you're not there for it. So, whew, bullet dodged. But the
Bullet
one in
dodge.
front of you,
Okay.
he's gonna go. Now, restrained. Remind me.
Oh, what it does? You didn't finish the sentence, so.
I'm sorry. So his speed is 0.
His speed is 0. He has I have attacks against him have advantage. His attacks have disadvantage, and he has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
All right, so with that, he's going to attack you with disadvantage. He's going to try to claw at you with its talons, and he's trying to peck at you with his beak. First,
Go for it.
he pecks at you because gravity helps and it seems easier. With disadvantage, he gets a 14.
14 does not hit.
I got no. So he's going to try to claw at you with his talons. Scratch, scratch. With disadvantage, that is a 19.
Oh god, that does though.
Alrighty. So you eat 13 points of slashing damage.
Alrighty.
So he just kind of screeches and claws at you. But that's all he's got. Does he get a saving throw at the end of his turn, or does it cost him an action to break it? I don't remember.
Cost him an action to break this.
Bummer. Mavari, it's your turn. Piss me off.
All right.
No, don't agree.
Is he still on? He's like hovering. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna back up a little bit. I just backed up about 5 feet. I'm going to use Ray of Frost. I'm not trying to burn all my spells in a single fight. 15.
Unfortunately, that will hit.
Oh, okay.
Your nat 20 from before was up there, so when I first clicked over to it and I saw your roll, I was like, motherfucker!
I was also confused because I saw that and I was like, wait, did it just roll twice? So we're on the same page of that.
Yeah, I'm happy. I don't know about you.
A little disappointed, but it's all good.
Yes.
13 points of damage.
13, God. Alright. So you do 13 points of what kind of damage?
Cold damage.
Oh. Hold on. Alrighty. So you cast that spell on him. You see the ray hit him, but it seems to just glimmer off his feathery skin. You can see he looks unaffected.
Shit.
Okay.
Yes.
That ends my turn.
I can't even pretend to make a screeching noise. That's why I haven't tried. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah.
All right. So after Mavari, where are you? Laurel. It's your turn.
Alrighty.
Please don't crit.
Kill
Oh,
him.
that's always my goal.
Pick a new
12
one.
misses.
Be adventurous. Get out there and make it a goal to collect leaves.
Ooh, but a 19 gets there.
Yeah, 19 will hit. Good job, Mavari. Or Laurel. What is your name?
Lavarro.
I don't know what happened there. I was
And
looking at my food.
then
I was dreaming. I'm
and
sorry.
You're thinking of
I'm
that.
going to
Vampire
I'm gonna
Flash.
add a smite onto this.
Let's negotiate here and see you cast Bless on it instead.
No.
I bless it with these hands.
That was well done.
What does the smite, do I add anything extra?
It is a fiend, so you will add an extra d8. So I believe
All
it's
right.
2d8 plus a d8, so it should be 3d8. Which
Yep.
means last time on your crit. Wait, no, that was right. I'm sorry. Never mind.
It's 3D.
Oh, and this is
Yes.
a radiant weapon, so I'm also gonna add a d6. I'm just adding everything, aren't I? It's wonderful.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
total
great.
of 25.
Kill him.
Fuck.
A total of 25 with everything added.
Well, that's nice. Good job, Laurel. I hope he crits on you. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No. No, I'm good.
All right. Karist.
I am stunned.
Yeah. What does that look like?
Yeah.
I was imagining it's kind of like in Logan, where Professor X is having a seizure, but then Logan's kind of just like trying. That's what that kind of looks like.
All right. Roll a 1d20 and add 1. Let's, I don't want you to do nothing.
Let's
Would
spice
suck.
it up.
All right.
If you could roll a really high number, that's okay.
Does an 18 count?
Sure. Thanks. I appreciate it.
I
don't
don't.
like it.
Next in the initiative is Saltra. I don't like anything you do.
Yeah.
So what do you want?
How many
Nope,
spells
can't
do
do
I
it.
have left?
Too
I
far
only
away.
I only got
Nope,
one more
can't do it.
second level spell. I don't want to use that.
Use it.
I think I'm just gonna hit him.
When all else fails, whop him.
Yeah. While he am restrained. 17 for the first hit. And 26 for the second hit.
Those both hit.
Alright. Bam. That's 10 for 9 force damage, 1 radiant damage for the first hit, and then 8 force damage and 5 radiant damage for the second hit. So 23 damage total. And then I will use my bonus action to have LFD give Laurel, I was going to call her Laharo for some reason, to give Laurel the help action. So you have advantage on your next attack.
Yeah.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Saltra, you can see it's very hurt after those massive attacks. And LFD is ready to help Laurel. After that, Karst. Wait, that's not right. Naskita.
No, that's not.
I broke. Naskita, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Now
Yes,
I kind
go.
of just want to jump off the roof.
You are 12 feet off the ground. It is restrained on the ground. Seltra is meleeing this. This small drow, small elf boy. And you're up there scared? That's weird.
I'm not scared. I'm just
Sure.
being a pain in the ass. Is what I'm being.
It's okay. It's fine.
But can I do the? If anybody's played Assassin's Creed, do that attack where you jump off a roof and you slice somebody's throat.
And then it doesn't work because they changed the rules in the more recent games.
I know, but I want to do like the cool rules.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do. So make an acrobatics check.
Okay.
If you-
29.
Wow, that'll beat any DC I was gonna decide. Okay, so you have advantage on this attack as you come down on it.
Okay.
Well, actually, that sucks because you already have advantage. So
I already had it anyways, but
I'm sorry.
still.
But now
It
you
looks
got
real
super
good.
advantage.
22 to hit.
22 will hit, and don't
Cool.
forget to add your sneak attack, which is
I
like
do
what
have-
8d6.
Well, not quite, but yes.
Yeah, it's a lot. So much damage. It's a good thing you have chill touch to make up for it. Woo!
It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Well, 9 sneak attack damage. Wow.
9.
Yep.
So 17 points of sneak attack damage. And do you have an offhand?
I do. I have the other dagger.
Do you want to other dagger it?
Yeah, I'm gonna other dagger it in
You
the
are.
jugular for
Ooh.
18 to hit.
An 18 does hit. And you know what's
Beautiful.
ironic? It has 18 hit points.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
think I could do 18 because
Try.
I can only do 2 because I don't
So-
have the dual wielding feat.
Oh.
That's rough. So it has 16 hit points. That means it's going to get another turn. That sucks. Hopefully it'll kill off Saltra and it'll be okay. Anyways, so after that, the... oh, I'm sorry. Naskita, did you have anything else you want to do?
No, that was it.
So the newly arrived creature,
Ooh, thought you were gonna say something else.
I almost said its name. The newly arrived creature is going to its stun didn't go so well, but you know what? Laurel heard it, so it's gonna hurt her back. Laurel, it's gonna try to attack you, but unfortunately you're hard to hit, so I'm not too excited about this. Laurel does a 12 beak attack hit as it little kind of beaks
Nope.
down at you. All right. So it claws at you as it flaps in the air, hovering with a 22 to hit.
Oh, yes, it actually does hit me.
All right. And these big ass talons come at you and do 20 points of fucking damage.
Ow.
You serious?
Yeah.
Okay. Ow. What kind of damage dice is that?
3 points from Max.
God.
Yeah. It is 2d10 plus 3. Fun fact.
But they
All
only
right.
have 5.
So, after that, we are back in the next round. And this thing is fucking gonna die. It's gonna try to attack Saltra, because why not?
Come
So,
at me, scrub.
it is going to try to beat you with disadvantage for a 13 to hit.
Nope.
All right. So it's going to try to talon you. Oh my gosh. This is fun. Check this out. That's the beak. Actually, let me just do this. Here's the 2 attacks. The beaks and the talons. 2 natural 20s.
Fortunately.
That sucks.
Disadvantage.
All right. So it tries to talon at you. Does a 23 hit?
I can't even shield it. Yeah, that hits.
All right. So with that, was that the talon? That is the talon. Fun fact, the talon does more damage. So it claws at you. Damn. 12 points of slashing damage.
Owie.
And it knows. That's it. It is now going to die.
Good.
So it starts praying to Torn.
Oh, does it?
No, that'd just be really funny. All right. So after that, Mavari, it is your turn. Just walk away. Just go home. There's nothing you can do here.
Damn it.
No, nothing.
She's got nothing but these people, so she can't leave.
Well, that's a shame.
I guess I'm just gonna use Sacred Flame. Can you do a dexterity saving throw for me?
Uh-huh.
I hate this because they're probably super dexterous.
That is a 17.
Oh, he passed. Yeah, that's all I got.
So they're not super dexterous.
But you rolled good, so.
He's proficient.
Well, that's
Unfortunately, a lot of the saving throws that you've been having me do with them is what they're not proficient in, but they're actually proficient in 3 saving throws. They just happen to be the ones that you haven't been having me roll, so that sucks. But now we're in his territory, so we're good. So what else would you like to do?
But that's it. That's the end of my turn.
So after that, Laurel, what would you like to do?
Oh, alright. Let's finish off this guy.
Remember, you have advantage.
Indeed. Thank you. Alright. So, on both hits or just one?
Just the first one.
Okay, alrighty. Alright, 26 on the first hit. That one was with advantage.
26 will definitely hit. Don't crit.
13.
13 points of damage. Ouch. All right. He is still going, but not strong. He is definitely hurt.
Alright, and then, this one's just gonna be a regular attack. It. 15.
Nah, 15 is just hit.
Excellent.
That was great English. 15 is just hit, yeah?
Excellent.
We're not even. We just started this thing. I can't keep burning all of these.
Just
Mites.
hit him. Just hit him.
You think?
No,
Yeah.
burn it. You don't know what he's got.
I don't want anyone to die.
Just hit him. We've got people.
Okay, all right. It's just a 9.
A 9. 9 points of damage to this guy. All right. He's still standing. Not strong, but still standing. The one Saltro was fighting is the one that's about to die. So on that note, all right. Karis, what would you like to do? It's your turn. He's going down. He's bloodied. Why don't you, if you do a good chunk of damage, you can fucking kill him.
Down, down, and down, down.
And
And that means I'll go down swinging.
Beat him.
I will beat him. Roll 1d20 plus 4. Oh wait,
Walk
no.
us through it.
25 to hit.
A 25 will definitely hit.
For our viewers or for our listeners online, Todd just posted a frowny face, which is honestly one of the more hurtful things he could have posted instead of a very aggressive thing. It's like when you pass someone on the road and they give you a thumbs down, they don't flip you off.
I'm gonna do that.
That happened. Yeah, I kind of want to do it too.
His thumbs down and a slow head shake. Not even flip them off. You're not angry. You're disappointed.
Anyways, so that is 6 bludgeoning, 5 fire, and 4 radiant.
Uh-huh. That's a lot. Mostly. The 5 was the fire?
Yeah.
Correct.
That sucks. All right. So again, you see a lot of damage come across this thing, but unfortunately the fire just kind of goes and rolls over its body. Harmlessly. But if there's nothing else you would like to do, Seltra, give it a go.
All right.
I hope you fucking miss.
I doubt it, but I've been wrong before.
I'm here for
17
it.
to hit
Damn it.
and a 26 to hit.
Unfortunately, that 26 will not make it there. It's just crazy weird. 17, yes. 26, no.
And something I haven't been making it do. I need it to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Why? What did it do to you?
Because poison damage. I just assumed it was immune because it's a demon, but you know what? I'll never know if I don't make it roll that save.
That's fair. So.
Yep, thought so. Alright, so
it is immune to poison, unfortunately.
It takes 6 force damage and 6 radiant damage for 12 on the first hit.
Alrighty.
I saw that coming. That's why I didn't even bother.
I forgot about it though.
It takes 8, and then for the second hit, it takes 8 force and 3 radiant for 11 damage, so 23 damage total.
So with that, you see it fall to the ground, and it makes a very loud thump as it is a rather large bird. Quite a large bird, actually. Probably good eating. After Seltra finishes off this guy, and the assassin watches
to have LFD give Laurel the help action.
That's nice. Go fuck yourself. I'm sorry. Let me delete that and replace it with. Good job. Way to go, Seltra.
Replace it with the thumbs down.
Is there a thumbs down emoji? All right. Naskita, what would you like to do?
I'm going to see that this thing is dead. Go, ha! And then I'm going to reach my hand out and I'm going to chill touch the one that is with Laurel there.
Jesus. All right. Touch it with your chill.
Chill. 12.
A 12? Yeah. I mean, was anybody else thumbs downing and shaking their head?
Yes.
Unfortunately, a 12 will not hit. Do you have a extra attack with that, or?
Nope.
No? All right.
Nope.
So when you chill touch, what else can you do?
Not a whole lot. Not at this range. I know, right?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Fuck you. All right. No, that's fair enough. Okay. So do you want to move closer to it just in case it lives through it, or what are you gonna do?
No, I'm not gonna move closer to it, but I am going to go on the other side of the body, kicking it in the meantime, and just stand there instead. So yeah, we're just gonna step over the body, move 5 feet away from it, and then call it a day.
All right. As you move out in the open, I will remind you there are still other ones flying around the city, so I wouldn't be too in the open, but that's a personal opinion.
I will want to keep an eye on the open area, though.
All right. So after that, it is the new guy's turn. So, I mean, essentially, he's gonna fart he's kind of gonna look around, and he's just kind of breathing out. And you can see these spores kind of surrounding him and floating through the air. And everybody within 15 feet of him. Yes. 15 feet needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
What kind of effect is this?
You know what? Everybody except for LFD.
Okay.
Shut up. It's poison. I think he's immune to it, right?
He is immune to poison and the poisoned condition.
So
So,
Mabari,
You're not the only one who can play that game.
Laurel, Mabari, and Karst. Constitution saving throws, please.
21.
Bummer.
16.
Bummer.
Jesus
9.
Christ.
Oh, darlings, wait. Karis specifically, you get a +4 on your saves. I keep forgetting about my aura.
Ew!
I don't play paladins very often, guys. For the audience at home, get off my back. I know what you're thinking.
It's like we're all learning different classes. Anyway,
Is it
so
5 feet or 10 feet?
10 feet.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's
why I
do you
was
have to
saying
have
it's
line of
just hard.
sight perfectly clear?
Nope. You just gotta be within my presence, baby.
Do you have to be in a desert setting?
I'm glistening.
Okay, fine. So plus what again?
4.
Okay, so Kars, what's your total?
So +4 is a 13.
DC 14. Yes. You are poisoned. No offense. I apologize for celebrating. I'm very sorry. So,
I tried.
while poisoned in this
Don't
way,
patronize me.
What? All right. So while poisoned in this way, you take blah blah poison damage at the start of each turn, and you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each turn. Oh, if you empty a vial of holy water on yourself, it also ends the effect. I told you that for free because I know you don't have one.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? When you're evil and vile, that's always an option. So, we're not gonna get back to your turn before he dies. That sucks. Oh, no offense again. All right, so at the top of the next round, I believe this is round 5, 4, 5. I don't even fucking remember. We're doing great. Mavari, what would you like to do? You saw him Bart. Kara seems to be suffering. Laurel, she was okay with it, shockingly.
What about
LFD, he sleeps with, Celtra, so doesn't affect him at all. Immune.
Not entirely sure what the fuck that's supposed to mean. But
Alright. Oh my god, the map glitched. Heck.
alright, heck, bro.
I'm just gonna cast Guiding Bolt at level 1. I'm over this dude. He needs to go. You can't just be like farting on people like that. That's just rude as fuck.
Ah! Wait, no,
I
that's
mean,
not.
in his defense, maybe he just has a high fiber diet. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Dirty 20.
Hit.
Alright. Let's not have bad rolls again. 19 damage.
Holy fuck. Did that kill him? No. That's funny. Alright, so you can see he is bleeding profusely. He is very, very much on the door of death, you could say.
The next attack against him will have opportunity.
Advantage.
Not opportunity, advantage. Yeah.
We're having fun.
Words.
Yeah. Drugs. So, next in the initiative order is... Fuck, who is next? Laurel! Laurel, it's your turn!
Indeed.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
Roar! And I'm going to whoop, not like that. Get back in there. Get back in there, character sheet. There we go. Stick you right back in there. Do 16.
A 16 will definitely hit.
You have advantage.
And you have advantage.
Come on,
I think
baby,
it is
looking
the
for that
bathroom
natural 20. Oh, no. Okay, it's 16.
Oof.
That's 17.
17. Ooh. 17 points of damage, you say?
Yeah? Does it do it?
Darren, I want you to guess how many hit points it had.
Oh, for
Judging by the fact that you asked me, I'm gonna go with 1.
Yup.
oh.
He had-
for us. Laurel gets 2 hits.
Well, no, he had 1 hit point.
Oh.
She did 17 points of damage. He no longer has any hit points.
Oh.
Congratulations, Laurel. You have finished off the second one.
Woo!
He is dead. Dead.
Yeah.
Dead as fuck, as the youth would say.
Yes. And as he falls dead, you guys were drawn out to this road. You can actually see in front of you there's another one of these white buildings. And you can see that there's actually like a statue, or 2 statues, I'm sorry, in place of columns. This one seems a little more decorated. It looks like a statue of a man on the right with his left hand out. And then on the left side, it's a woman with her right hand out. They have the opposite arm sticking out, but you're looking at it in kind of a reflective way, so this is fun. But it looks like just another small white stone building with the 2 statues in place of columns on its, we're going to call it porch area, on its foyer.
Whew.
Some people
All
like
right.
to use the hard R.
What? All right. Is everybody okay?
I mean, more or less. Seltzer
Right.
coughs up a little bit of blood because I am at
dear.
18 out of 43.
Oh dear.
How does poison to? How
Oh,
does
yeah.
poison work out of combat?
Excuse me. So you were after her. Go ahead and roll. Or, yeah, no, I'll do it. All right. So, as it comes to your turn, you take 3 points of poison damage and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Do I get any advantage with this one? I don't think so. No. 11.
11. That's a fail.
You are still
Is it?
next to Laurel.
So that has the +4.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that would be a total of 15.
So there's a pass. So you are
Okay.
no longer poisoned. You will take no more poison damage. But I want you to know I'm here for you, and I was ready to click it again.
Karis is gonna go, just some bile's gonna come out.
I mean,
Good.
it was a bad fart, dude. It was like an egg fart.
Ew.
Are you good,
It's not
Karis?
worth.
I think I'm fine.
Okay, because I can. If you're sick, I can help with that.
Fine.
Okay. All right. Seltra, friend, come here.
Oh, what? Huh? We gotta get out of the street.
Fine, then I will come to you.
And I'll go over to this building. Kind of press my back up against the building that Naskita was on. I'll press my back up against it and look inside. Is that gray goblin thing still in here?
Make a perception check.
Impercivo. And hopefully, oh yeah, because the thing I'm looking at isn't in sunlight. I should be able to see it. Perception. All right, 4. 16.
So does it say while you are in sunlight or while you were looking
Well,
somewhere?
the thing I am looking for is not in direct sunlight.
That's what it says.
Yes, if the thing that I am trying to see is not in direct sunlight, then I don't have disadvantage.
All right. You do not see anything.
Everybody be careful. I don't see anything in here. But that doesn't mean it's not in here.
Be careful. It looks clear. We're having fun.
I mean, I didn't see it run out, so and I'll have Randall get back on my shoulder.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to just put my hand on your shoulder, and I'm gonna give you 10 lay on hands.
Neat. Alright. Now I am over half my hit points. That's good.
You feel better?
A little bit.
All
Did
right, good.
Do these bird creatures have feathers?
Yes, not your typical bird feathers, but they do have bird feathers.
One.
Yeah, they kind of look like crude, like skinny, like malnourished feathers.
Mavari takes one and adds it to her weird collection of items she's finding.
Alrighty.
Case of oddities. Salter, don't go in there just yet. Give me just a second, okay?
She's gonna open a shop one day. It's gonna be delightful.
Nobody go in just yet. Give me just a second. And I'm going to say a little prayer, and I'm gonna cast Divine Sense.
Oh. Remind me what all that detects.
It can detect good and evil, but that's arbitrary. Until the end of our next turn, it can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or the known location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. It has to not be behind total cover. So I guess I need to go inside. But I mean, I'm willing to move forward and check it out.
All right, so go ahead and move forward. Do you wanna stealth, or do you just want to walk through like you got this?
I got this.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So you walk through there, sensing the divine. Yeah, you're fine. You see, essentially what looks like a miniature barracks. You can see weapon holds, armor stands, and racks. But you see no armor. And you see a couple of small weapons that are on the floor, but for the most part, there's no weapons in here either. It looks like there are signs of struggle, but no bodies.
Huh. It's all clear. You can come in.
All right, I will come in, and I'll just kind of sit down. Ugh.
Ugh is right. I don't know. Part of me feels like I may have to use this. I may have to use my eyes a little more. In a divine sense, I can't do it all the time. You know, it's a limited resource, but part of me feels like I need to start doing that at least here. So, how's everybody else?
Are we all holding up okay?
More or less.
I'm fine. That was gross, though.
It was kind of. Oh wait, no, I didn't see that part.
Oh no, that was disgusting. I hated every minute of it. All right. So, Zeltra, buddy,
Yes,
remind me what we're doing here again.
we are attempting to get to the temple so we can let Phoebe out, the sister Titan.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Wait, hold on. What?
We
Yeah.
got Kronos asked us to help release his sister Phoebe, and we said sure, why not?
I completely forgot that you weren't with us during that. Yes, that's exactly what we've been doing this entire time, and I did not forget.
Yeah, sometimes I think
Oh.
about these conversations and laugh to myself.
Whoa, slow down a second.
We don't actually have time to slow down, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, you have a point, but that is a huge ask.
Is it
Some
though?
nice.
You don't necessarily know what exactly you're up against. I mean, I don't, but I mean, look around us.
I can't imagine that having somebody like if Kronos is really strong and he got a sister, I'm pretty sure letting her out would be really helpful.
Sure.
Are you? What do you know that we don't?
That's the thing. I don't know anything.
How do you know it's a bad thing? Or
Because this place is a not so great place, and she's gonna kind of look up. No offense to anything, but it's not ideal. Maybe I don't know. I don't know these people.
I could have told you that for free, but at the end of the day,
so
yeah. And I mean, look, this is how I see it. Why on earth would Kronos put us on a task to free his sister if he didn't think that we had the
gumption.
Thank you, or something along the lines of that, to actually do it. That'd be a little foolish of him. That's like saying, oh, no, I want to have, like, I want someone to defeat a griffin for me. Let's send, like, 7 children
Or
in
7
instead of...
dwarves. I don't know
What?
why I said that.
Well, dwarves would be better than children.
You're right.
Dwarves are way sturdier than children. Shoot, even dwarven children are probably sturdier than regular children.
I
But
suppose.
no.
I only met the one dwarf.
Very nice man. But no, so the way that I see it is that, I mean, like, why would he send us to do this if he didn't think that this was possible for us to do it?
You know what? You have a point.
Has to be rather foolish of him if this was something that he actually wanted us to do.
Plus, with the way that he had some things set up when we met him, I'm pretty sure if the whole point of this was to get us killed, because there's easier ways to do it.
Oh,
Like
there's so many. As a matter of fact,
Like not bringing us out of the place where we were already dead.
yeah, that's what I was actually just about to say. That, yeah, yeah, no, that'd be very foolish and quite stupid of him. So, no, I think that should be fine. It's gonna be hard, but we should be fine.
The moon.
Kind of. Sorry, go on.
I was like, the moon has helped me. If I can help her, I want to.
Hmm.
He
The
says
moon.
The moon.
What about the moon?
That's-
Is that?
That's where we're going. We're going to get the moon.
And you know where this is, right? Like where we need to go to do this?
No,
Shit.
but I want to
Oh.
help her. She's so nice.
Fair enough. We
Is the
will.
moon nice?
She helps me when I need it.
Because I don't really. Me and the moon don't have exactly the greatest rapport.
You've met her too?
In a way, yeah. I'm absolutely terrified of her, actually.
Oh. She only says nice things to me. She helped me not be a rabbit.
I killed my friends and family under a moon.
She wouldn't have done that.
Culture, just if you could see like the ... going over his head.
Karis will share in that.
Well, here's hoping that this moon isn't the same moon. I don't know what this conversation is going anymore.
Off the rails is where it's
Yeah, I thought we didn't have time.
Save a moon. I say.
Well, the whole point of this endeavor was to get to this building so that you could scout ahead if you would like, and then Randall will scamper off my shoulders and go over to Naskita so that we can get closer, so that I can see through Randall.
So, any objections right now?
I mean, I don't have any. That was the plan. I don't know if anybody else has any
Not at all. I mean, that
objections in the words that I was looking for.
that really and truly was the plan. I'm 100% for it. So you all can just do your thing.
Do we need to rest? Is my question.
Oh, that's a very good question. I'm actually kind of okay. I'm pretty decent.
My sincere and honest hope is that we do not get into another fight, because I don't know how many of those hits I can take.
That's extremely fair. Those things hit like a Mack truck.
Who looks hurt right now?
Me. I have just above half my HP.
Are you the only one hit?
I'm at about a third. I'm sorry. I'm at 2/3. Sorry, of my HP.
How's Karis looking?
I just threw up, so.
Oh, well, I'm guessing you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys short resting while you're in this building?
That's what we're figuring out.
Yeah, we're deciding.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out.
I mean, you've been in there talking about why you're here.
Oh yeah, I mean we can short if we can short rest while we were talking, then yes.
Yeah, go ahead, carry on.
Sure.
Does this count as a short rest?
I don't really get anything with my short rest. So.
I mean, neither do I really, except life, which is what I need.
Roll hit dice, people.
All right, I'm good.
Ooh. Very nice. I'm back to full.
I'm not, but I'm just like 3 points short, so I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Let's keep moving, people.
All right.
And away I go.
Yeah, Randall will go with you so that we can kind of, because I could also communicate telepathically with Randall. So if you need to send messages back, just tell Randall, and I will be able to tell them.
I will describe what I saw first in terms for kind of like the layout. And then I will ask, which direction should I go?
We know that the temple is still in the northwesterly direction, correct?
So I don't want to give you any information because you have nothing to base it off of, other than what you saw coming into the city.
Poopy. Oh, there we go.
So what you saw coming into the city is what you still know to be true.
We were just told to go to the temple, right?
Yes. So
Yeah.
we need to find out. Nobody can fly.
Nobody should fly.
No.
No, that is very true. That is very true. Is there there has to be a high place though where we can try to find where it is though. Naskita, are there high places?
I mean, there's just the rooftops.
Well, I mean, but this place is like kind of on like a slope or a hill of some sort.
So as you guys are sitting here resting, thinking about which direction you're going to go, thinking about how you looked at this place coming into it, and Naskita prepares to scout out, and Seltra prepares to send off his trusty squirrel, and Laurel stops trying to stealth. We will see you all next week. I had to make sure I mute myself because I have this weird habit after I take a bite and it tastes good to go.